welcome to another episode of the SHG Podcast. I'd just like to start this one off by saying thanks to everybody that came on last year, all the guests. I know it was hard with the pandemic bullshit and all that was going on, but this year is bigger and better with new things, new setups, new guests, and if just before we start on with tonight's guest, I want to just say that Corvo Media is the producer and the editor of this show, so he is actually back home. So anybody that's looking to book to come on to the show, if you contact him on Instagram at Corvo Media, and he'll be able to sort you out. He's also doing advertisements for anything media related. Basically, he's doing advertisements for companies, different things, TV shows, blah blah. He's getting into a bit of everything, and he's going down the route of music videos. So for young artists, so maybe sort you out, kid. Right. And so if there's anybody looking that type of stuff as well, shoot Corvo Media a wee message on Instagram. And I would like to thank, we've actually got a sponsor now for the show, who's generously donated their hard-earned money. There will be an advert now coming within the show. The advert's being made at the minute for this person, who is Ultraviolet Ink. Shout out to Ultraviolet Ink. Courtney, thank you, darling. She's opened her new shop down in Limavady. It's up the stairs in the Turkish Barbers, wee Sammy Tap's shop. It's up the stairs and that. So if anybody is looking new fresh ink, they want to get anything done, certainly send her Ultraviolet Ink on Instagram, or even just land down to the shop. I'm sure she'll have her times and stuff up on her Instagram page whenever it comes to that there. But I'd just like to thank again everybody that subscribed, shared. Some done better than others last year, and hopefully we've start this new year off with this wee man here, who actually reached out to me and decided that he wanted to come on to the show. So Brady official, thank you, brother. What's the crack?
That's happening, lad. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. So you said to me you were coming on, you wanted to get stuff off your chest, what you're at and your music. What is the crack? Do you want to tell everybody what's happening?
I don't know, just kind of seen you talking to Mac and Dan. It's like fucking like a Joe Rogan show sort of thing. No, I just kind of wanted to, talk about stuff and get my name out there sort of thing. Yeah. How
long have you been at the DJing then?
Fuck, I think I started 2019, I think.
Right.
I just, me and my friend just bossed out decks, just for fucking about in the Holy Lands, and then somebody said to me, they were like, fuck, you're actually alright at it, and I was like, right, might actually give it a go, And my other friend, he just kind of wanted to fuck about and party and drink, so he just kind of gave the decks to me.
Yeah. What were they?
They're only a wee set of RBs, like a wee small controller, like a wee beginner ones, you know.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know how to get into clubs and stuff, and it was always like a new Mac and Dan. Shout out to Mac and Dan.
Yep, boys.
And Craig Tune from Dungiven, he said to me to make a mix and stuff, to send it out to clubs, and I was like, right. Didn't really know how to do it. It was YouTube and everything myself, and just made a mix, pulled it up, and then I ended up going into Hill in Ballycastle, running techno nights in there. And then just one thing kind of led to the other. Do you know what I mean? I went from there to Thompson's after that, and then it just kind of started to build and build. Yeah, it just did go really well.
Yeah, and then where did you're in the Muse as well? You've been in the Muse, haven't you?
Aye.
You know Wee Hayden, do you?
Oh, Wee Hayden, really? Aye. Wee Hayden's good lad.
I used to teach Hayden drums. He was a good wee drummer, and then he went to the dark side. So he did.
He got himself a woman now, so he's fucking.
Is that what's wrong with him?
That's what's wrong with him. He's been quiet.
It's no time now for the drums. He can't. But no, I remember we had like a hiatus in the band for a while, and then we decided to go back out and do a few shows here and there, and I actually forgot half my songs. Fucking Hayden was only about 11 or something, 12 at the time. I was like, Hayden, what way does that go? He sat down on my drums, was showing me my own stuff.
Oh, me.
Oh, he was like a sponge. So he was like, his dad would have been the lead singer in the band, you see.
He was telling me that there, that he done music with, you know, Lloyd and James, Loco and Jam.
Oh, Loco and Jam.
I didn't know that was his dad, but he's telling me they done vocals or something for
him. Johnny done vocals with him too. They're good mates, all them boys, you see. So and shout out to Loco and Jam as well.
Shout out Lloyd and James.
Good man, sir. Many parties of boys have been at.
They're not ways, not ways.
Yeah, we'll say no more. But it's just if your own, like, obviously, I had a wee chat with you before you started here tonight. You've your own stuff as well.
Yeah.
Well, so what way does that go about? What program you using to do that? And
I do.
What's the process like? You know.
Oh man, it's fucking hair-frying stuff.
Is
like,
it?
Oh, see the amount of times the laptop's nearly out in the garden. Like, fuck me, man. I think I was with you and Daniel in Kelly's one time playing, and I think they played one of their own songs. Right. I was always just the DJ, I never really produced or anything.
Yeah.
And then I think they played one of their own songs, and I was like, fuck, I want to do that, like play my own stuff, you know. And I just over lockdown, I said, fuck it, nothing else to be at, like, so started making tunes, and I don't know, I just like, I the thing about anyone can kind of DJ, but see producing that is different ball game altogether. Like, it's just wild hard. Like, you're listening to other people's stuff and you're like, fuck, I want to be like that and be as good as that. But the only like the kind of advice I'd give to anybody is, like, you know, take your time and kind of do your own thing. Don't try and make anybody else's sound, if you get me.
You get your own.
Make your own, but fuck, it's wild hard to get it, like. And I think I just started like watching YouTube videos and just developing music and stuff, and then it just all kind of clicks. Like, I think I like about music is, like, see if you're like feeling something, you know, you can kind of like put it in there. It's like, it's easier, like, see if you're singing a song or like you know, like you're drumming, like, do you know what I mean? It's fucking, like, you can't hear it in some songs, like, do you know what I mean? You can express it in a beat.
Oh fuck, like there's songs you just want to go out and hit things, and there's songs that you want to just chill back on. It's all about feeling, like, but that'd be probably the best thing. Like, I would probably give that advice to anybody looking to start playing drums would be feel the music, like, first before you decide they fucking light her up. But
and don't run before you can walk.
Exactly.
That's another thing too. Like I think I was aiming wild big, you know. Like, I was all like shooting myself in the foot, kind of like aiming for big labels and getting turned down, and I was always doubting myself. And then I got signed by T78.
Very good, sir.
On his Auckland label. It's like number 3 in the world or something in techno, like.
Very good, man.
And then after that, I just kind of got a wee bit of a confidence boost and started making more. And then.
So is this like a full-time thing, or do you have anything that you do on the side? Like this, I work as well. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you do shit on the side as well.
I do like plastering full-time job. I plaster. But I'm looking to, like.
That's the dream. The DJ's the dream.
Fucking right. It's fucking a side lad. No, but I think doing that, like, it definitely does push you. Do you know what I mean? Because you're like, fuck this, getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Man,
going out in the cow. Like.
I'm the same, man. I'm engineering up in fucking place in campsite, like, and it's not what I want to do, like, you know what I mean? But I've always wanted to either do something, like, I'm still doing studio work, like, don't get me wrong. I still have a song coming out now soon with your wee man Paul McVeigh, like, I was on that. His new track, so working with Paul. Shout out to wee Paul, by the way. But his new track Pinball should be out this year, and it's just he wants me to work with him and different other things, which is good, like, but it's getting me, you know, from not being able to do you know, music and then back into music again, you know, it never leaves you, but that there hunger for wanting to, I just want to play live again.
I'm the same, like, I'm the same.
Fucking festivals, man, we used to play festivals flat out, and it was some buzz, like, you know what I mean?
Lethal, so I wish like, I seen from watching your show that you were a drummer, like, and then is it like, are you still in a band, or are you out?
No, they're just studio work, I've done I've done a few things for just various artists when they contact me, just like, you know, can you do a song, can you track this, can you track drums and this, no problem, like, you know, but I'll still do that. I love, people hate it, hate studio work, you know, I prefer to play live, obviously, because it's all more about feeling. You're not playing the, the clicks drum, Dundee, but like whenever you're tracking drums, it has to be bang on perfect.
Yeah.
There's no you can't fuck up. Like, and that track that I done for wee Paul, like I nailed that in 2 takes, and that was up done. So,
you drumming on Paul's song,
yeah. So that there was a good experience. That I haven't fucking lost my touch in the studio.
You definitely don't lose.
No, do you know what I mean? Like, but you're always nervous going into the studio, man. Like I was fucking nervous going back in the Woodridge is Jordan's studio, Jordan O'Keefe's. Like I was really fucking nervous, man, going in there, and I was like thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, what if I go up here and this is fucking take after take, and then see once I got in, man, to warm my hands up and drummed, and then I was just like, that sounded sweet, and Jordan went like that there, and the one day I go, well, run one more time just in case, like for start to finish, and then boom, that was a take, and Paul was happy, he was fucking happy, and I says that's it. That's it. I don't believe in going in and fucking doing it over and over and over and scunnering yourself. Like,
I think it clicks, lad. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, if it sounds good, man, the first time, it's meant to be like that.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, don't fucking keep torturing yourself and going back. Like, probably seeing me making music. Don't keep torturing yourself and going back. Oh fuck, should that wee nuance be on there? We did it or something like in your. No, put it on here.
Yeah.
If you have it in there at the start, keep it in there until the whole fucking thing's done, and then go back to it and listen to it.
Fix it.
You know what I mean?
I see. Like, I noticed. Like, see when I was making music, like see the 2 songs I got signed in Nervous Records or Knockatone.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Like, I think it took me a day to make them. Like,
what are they called?
Intercom. I was on Knockatone and In My Mind on Nervous Records.
And where can people find this?
Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube,
lovely,
all over the place. But the one on Nervous, it kind of boomed up. I don't know if you ever heard of Rebuke before.
Yeah.
Or Bored to Look at. They were playing my music and stuff. It was just like it was fucking a mad wee buzz. Like,
that's just crazy, man.
To see it, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, holy fuck.
It's a mad thing, but isn't it, with DJs? Like somebody fucking not even half, really famous can get a hold of your shit, and then the next thing. They're mixing your song in the live set.
I was sitting in bed one day, and I think Jason Clough, shout out Jason, he just sent me an Instagram, like the Bored to Look, put it up on her Instagram story of like somebody with like videoing her behind her, I think she was in Greece or something, and he sent it to me and goes, is that your song? And then I was like, holy fuck, it is, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, she didn't tag me or nothing, so I wouldn't have seen it if he didn't send that to me.
Right.
I was like, holy fuck, that's mental.
And you know the way, like see, it must be totally different. Like, that's the thing I don't get about fucking DJs, right? Like, do you see if like we went out and we played somebody else's song, like, you know what I mean? Like, royalties and stuff like that didn't work. Like, we wouldn't get anything, obviously, from PRS or anything, because like we're not playing our own shit. Yeah. But if you're like, they can just nab your stuff and play it. We couldn't do that as a band. Do you know what I mean?
Because like.
So I don't even need to ask you.
Like, you can just like see for music, like everyone, it's because no one really gets, because it's different from like singing songs or like you have to go to a label, if you know what I mean, and they kind of like distribute it, if you get me. Oh,
I get it's the song, it's the tracks that you have signed.
That gets out there.
That's how she. Yeah, I get
like he like. They'll put it up on their page.
I understand you now. I understand you now. I thought it was just like she was on your page and goes, "Oh, I like that fucking one. I'll take that." It's not a chick; it's a girl, isn't it? I was like, she's just on, like a sweet shop, just picking her own shit, like,
But love, fucking hell, it was just crazy. Like, just I don't know if you've ever been in Blahy, small spot. Like,
I used to work beside it.
I was like fucking so many spot from a Blahy, like getting his tunes played in Greece.
That's nice, old man.
It was a good buzz, like, you know what I mean? Like I'd mind fucking before I was buying my decks, I was laughed at. You know what I mean? Like, everyone saying, "Fuck, why would you DJ? You're not gonna get anywhere with it." Like, and just, I just like proving people wrong, sort of thing. Like, I didn't mean to sound cocky saying that, by the way. Like, but you know, what I mean?
You're right. I remember, like, it was mainly like family and stuff, like saying, you fucking left the job to go and play drums. Like, and I was like, well, watch, we're gonna go fucking like, and then we ended up getting signed and fucking
Happy
doing
days,
tours and stuff, and it was fucking cool, man. It was a good experience. I would do it all over.
I think if you have it in your head, lad, it will happen. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I would love to get back into it. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking built to be manual labor in some content. I want to play music.
Lad, I'm fucking come 23 in my back. I feel like a 50-year-old.
Well, that's sore on you,
lad. Fucking
23. I'm 35, man.
Fuck. Don't even look at it.
That's good, sir. I'll take that. I'll fucking take it. But the other thing I was going to say is, like, whenever you're obviously making these tracks, and then do you just send them to the label that you're already signed to? Like, say you made a new track now the night when you went home.
Yeah.
Would you send that to the label, or would they, or what way does it work then? And then they can go, well, X, Y, and Z. That one's alright, and that one's not making the cut or whatever. Is that the way it works?
I like see when you first send the labels, you'll send it to like their demo email, you know.
Yeah.
And if they do like it, they'll reply to you in a different email, so you kind of get like, you know, you're actually getting like first on contact sort of thing.
Alright, okay.
So with Aucantone, I have an email that I can just directly give it to them, and same as Nervous. I think he's called Andrew, Andrew, I think he's called.
Yeah.
You'll email him, and like he'll reply to you and just say, look, it's not kind of what we want to bring the label to, or it's not the sound we're looking for.
Right. Okay.
You just kind of have to shoot your shot, sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they don't like it, they don't like it, and like, I think that was the thing with me at the start. It was the killer. Like, see, whenever I was getting rejected, I was like, oh fuck this, I'm not doing it again, and blah blah blah, and then like Ewan, he said to me, like, you know what I mean, don't be shooting yourself in the foot, and like, start small steps, you know what I mean, better than big steps, like. So I just kind of sent it out to them. Like, say if I make a new song, like I signed a song to Aucantone there 2 weeks ago.
Good man.
Like, I just sent it to him. Like, I've sent him piles of music, and I've supported T78 loads of times, and I always said to him, you know what, just give me, like, he'd be very blunt and would tell you the truth, sort of thing. He just says you need to just do this, do that. Like, gives you a lot of good advice. Like, it's cool to see when you're meeting like them famous DJs and others that have made it. Like, so you can get a lot of good advice from them.
Would that be like, so like, is that your bread and butter at the weekend? You know what I mean? Like, or do you make money off your tunes, or is it just exposure? The minute.
Getting the tunes signed and stuff, it'll get you gigs. Do you know? Gigs is where you're making the bread and butter.
You're right, lad.
But it's just cool to have under your belt. You know what I mean? Like, it got me till Manchester. Like, I'm going to Manchester here in the new year to play. Like, so somebody contacted me and just said, I've seen your page, seen your music. You know, like, have you over. That's class. It's just good for, like, say if you're on posters and stuff, you can just kind of like advertise. You know, Aucantone Records, Nervous Records. You know. The better the label you're on, it's more good for your exposure. It's kind of good to have under your belt. And then bigger labels like T78 would be, you know, kind of have a big demo list with like Doherty and all them big DJs, and he'll distribute it out. You know, to kind of get it heard. It helps you get out there. You can be an independent artist. Like, a lot of people have made it independent. Like a boy Bicep, if you've ever heard song Every Single Time on radio, he's been on the radio flat. And like, he's independent. Like, he just makes his music on SoundCloud, and I think one of his songs just boomed on TikTok or something. Holy shit. And then fucking he got a music video and all, and do you know what I mean? Of no deals. Like, people think it's just deals, and that's you. But no, you can. It just takes one tune, like one person to hear you, and that's it. Like. No, Macklemore he's all independent. So him and Ryan Lewis, his producer Ryan, they're all independent, and they're millionaires now. You get like only a certain percentage out of labels, like, to be honest. But like, I don't really care about the money, to be honest. Like, you're right, I really don't. Like, we were more in debt. I'm the same. And like, we were fucking 10 years in. You know, like, I've done gigs for free. Like, do you know what I mean? I just fucking like, see, over lockdown there when I got back. Like, I don't care about the money. Like, I love DJing. Like, it's I always wanted to ask you that, because I've never knew anything like that there, you know, what way that worked. And then, you know, the way like some people get signed, but then they get signed to, like, they call it a 360 deal, basically. You're only to that label, sort of. It means that you're only making money when you're on the road. Oh yes. Right. Yes. And all your merch, some 360 deals give you
write over your merch and some don't. Some labels are constantly probably take a percentage off, like say you sold fucking 500 t-shirts or whatever with your name on it, they'll take a percent of that. And then there's other labels that go, well, we'll float you this money to make and record whatever, but that's coming back to us and then they'll put you out in a tour and take whatever they want off the top. But I don't think that's the way it is mainly with DJs, because like if you're like, say just for instance, say you were away, the way Loco and Jam went, all them fuckers have been everywhere.
Hello,
Globetrotters, them fuckers. You know what I mean? So like whenever Lloyd and them boys go out, they're basically what they're doing, like that's probably how they're making their bread and butter. I'd say they'd be well paid too.
No, I think I was chatting, like Lloyd and James like have been a lot of great help, like you know, they would help me and you and Daniel out flat out, like
good
always
lads,
give you good they are give you good advice, like, and I just kind of asked first time I met them, I actually didn't know they're from Liverpool. I was playing in Kelly supporting them one night, and I was like to them, alright lads, and they were like, alright sir, and I was like where the fuck are you from, man? I was like, what? I thought they were English or something, lad, and then like, because I just heard their music and all, I knew they were all over the world, and I didn't fucking expect them from Liverpool. Like I was like, holy fuck,
fucking South America and everything. I've been to.
I think they announced they're fucking going to America or something
again. Fair play to them, sir.
No, but Lloyd said to me, like, it's to do with like a manager, you get like, you get approached by a management agency.
Oh right, okay. That's what you want to be getting.
But you need releases under your belt for them to approach you.
Hey, you're still young, man.
Like
just keep plugging, man. Like you said earlier, you need to you need to walk before you can run.
Like fucking when I was chatting to T78, I was all like to him, like, how did you get to where you are and stuff? And he was like, lad, you're only 23. He was like, when I was 23, I wasn't doing that. So he says you have a lot of big future ahead of you. So kind of like give me a lot of.
That's good, man.
Because I was going to quit music and stuff at the start of COVID. Like I just fucking head was in the shed, like, No,
I never quit it, man.
I know, and then I realised, fuck, what did I do? Like, do you know what I mean?
No, I never quit it, man. There's times like whenever I remember fucking us in a wee small van with all our shit fucking bunged into it, man. Driving to Cavan, man, 5 hours, and then it snowed, and it took us like fucking 6.5 to get home.
Fuck that,
and my daughter was just born, and like she was only a couple of days old, and I was right, boys. They would have stayed down there,
I kept her lit,
like. But I was like, you're taking me home, you know what I mean? And the lads were pure sound about it, but there was times that you wanted to kill them too. You're in a van or like in a thing for so long, and they're people who want to change stuff and you don't want to change stuff, and you're like, that's fucking my part, leave that alone. And there's a lot of tension, but there's more good times that override the tension. Do you know what I mean? So I would say you are going to get things like that there, you know what I mean? You're going to get things like that are going to fucking annoy you, and but just stick at it, man, you know what I mean? And he says there you're going to Manchester, right? What date's that?
I was meant to go in January, but they said something like their headliner was charging too much money, so they went over their fee or something.
Right.
So they said after this next event they're going to get me a date and stuff,
Right.
But it fucking looks like a mad wee spot, like, and over in England, like, it would just be a good experience.
Would, man.
You know what I mean? From like over here, because just kind of see what their nightlife's like too. Do you know what I mean? And get your name out there. They'll be like, fucking, who's this BRADY cunt? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, lad, that's how it starts. You know what I mean? Like, I think the rest of them boys, went over and done it. And Mac and Dan, they were in Liverpool and stuff. You know what I mean? The nightlife in Liverpool. I was in Liverpool just before Christmas there. The nightlife's pretty cool, like, in Liverpool, and I'm sure Manchester's fucking probably just as mad, like,
they do like their events in Liverpool and Manchester, so they kind of switch between the two.
That's cool.
So like, hopefully if give them a good I don't know what the word, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Good show.
A good show.
You're thinking of mixing buckets and stuff, aren't you?
I'm
fucking back up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I'm just thinking of plaster. That's all I'm about.
I know. Fuck that. No, well, that's, man, like I say, fucking good things come to those who wait.
Definitely, lad. Like, we Hayden, he used to text me before.
Hayden the drummer.
Hayden the DJ. Hayden the lover.
Hayden the loving drummer.
We Hayden would have texted me, you know, like fucking Hayden's a smashing good wee DJ, like he's really good reproducer too.
So was his dad.
No.
His dad was a good DJ too, man.
He was telling me that he used to DJ with James.
Oh,
James Peebles too.
Them boys were top quality, like so they were. Johnny's very, very good, man. Very good.
He was telling me about him playing vinyl and stuff, like, you know. Fucking
my decks get wrecked. My mum and dad, I just fucking wired like 4 big speakers and stuck them up in this corner of my room. And then I put them on top of my wardrobe. My mum and dad, I don't know where the fuck they went, but we threw a party in the house and lit up the decks, and somebody come up and spilled orange juice in my mixer. I had a big bearing or mixer, man.
Fucking hell.
At Newmarks. They were direct drive, like, you know, records and stuff, and everybody was having a turn mixing. I can't remember now for the fucking life of me, man, who spilt over my mixer, but like I was that gutted and that disheartened, you know, about my mixer. I was just like, I'm fucking selling it, you know what I mean? And then because like back then you're at school, like we were fucking, I was only 15, 16, like I was at school and done it for maybe 2 years, you know, footered about. It wasn't like Yuns boys now. It's, you know, Yuns can sit and make tunes and stuff. There was none of that shit. And like I was so bad. I was like, take these, they fuck. And then I ended up selling them. Sold all my records as well, man. I had fucking shitloads of like they're classics now. Like, but at the time I didn't know. Do you know what I mean? And fucking real cracking tunes, man, that are all classic tunes now, and they're gone, like, you know.
Fuck lads, it's fair play to anyone that used to do it back then, like see records and even making music, lad, like see now it's all electronic, it's so much handier now, like see when I listen to some classic tunes, like fucking like say Zombie Nation for example, fucking you're like, how the fuck did they make that back then? Like,
I had that in vinyl. No, it was Unit, my mate had that in vinyl actually.
I've started collecting vinyls now, even though I don't know how to play them. It's just fucking a wee keepsake thing. I'm just like, I'm weird, like.
you should man, you should try and set up like an old school set and give it a lash, man. You never know.
I know. I would love to get taught it, like fucking Neil McClellan, you know, works in Cool FM.
I've heard the name, like I've heard the name.
And he says to me about coming up, he's going to teach me how to do it, like, but. See now, like in clubs, you don't really play vinyls.
No, I know it's all CDJs, man, and them new ones with the screens and all on them. Like there's a dude in Ballakilly has a set of them, sir.
Ewan, down on the Muse, they have the new ones, the 3000s, lad. They're fucking something like that. Like, jeez, they're lethal. Yeah.
There's a boy, Cannon, I know he's from Ballakilly, and he's a set of one of the new ones, and he had them lashed up, and we were all like looking over his shoulder one night, like at a party, watching them mix, and everything's pure on the screen. It's fucking lethal.
It's class now, man.
It's all
it's
done.
Completely handy now. Like see, going from my wee fucking small beginner one, like
and
then I bought it's called an RX2, like it's like a. Basically like a club one, but like a cheap. They're fucking wild money, man. Jeez, they're wild money at the minute, like.
Everything's crazy, you see, because of Brexit. So I was going to build a gaming PC, you know. I play, but I like my gaming and stuff, and fucking I was going to see all the gaming cards, man. At the minute they're fucking brutal price.
Mental, lad. It's absolutely mental, like.
There's my dog barking. I'm going to put my boot in his balls. Bet you comes through the mic.
That I can't even hear anything.
Can you not? I hear him, the wee bastard. So then, sorry, what were you saying?
I fucking just get on to Daniel. He builds PCs and stuff, I think.
I see Corvo there. It was with you, mate. He does it too.
I'm more of a console boy, like.
I play console as well. It's my wee station there, but I fucking he was on to me, like I said to him, like, you know, they're the gaming cards, like them 3080 Ti fucking RDX gaming cards, whatever the fuck they are. RTX, whatever they're called, they're fucking doubled in price.
It's crazy the money at the minute,
like not wise. Like I don't think that I could, you know, like a $4,000 wouldn't build you a good one. Do you know what I mean?
Holy fuck.
I know, it's crazy. Like fucking $4,000, like they build a computer. Like I'll just stick with Series X, man. You know what I mean, for now until. But I'd say at some point, like if I ever come to about a do, I'd say I probably will buy one or get somebody to build it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But fuck, they're serious though. Like and that's probably why all that stuff's way up too. Anything that's electronic and with Brexit has just boomed. You know what I mean?
COVID too, lad. I think COVID fucked everything up too. Like, like them we RX2s, fucking £1,500 for a set of them, like, and then a set of speakers, like.
What speakers you playing with? Rockets?
I sold all my equipment whenever I threw the head up. I sold everything. I have deadly said about $3,000 per setup. Like, sold it all, man. Fucking regret it to this day. Like, I'll always regret it. Like, fucking. But now do you know Ryan O'Kane Burger?
I do.
He always gives me a land of his. You know.
Oh, very good.
I'm actually gonna land off him this evening when I'm going down the road. Fucking get a wee spin on him. Like.
Yeah. He's doing alright, so he's the man. He's doing stuff. He's a radio thing or something. I think I've seen.
Yeah.
What's that there? I just see him posting stuff about it. Like, don't know what it is.
I think it's on like a fucking Korean Coast or something. Is it? No. Is that a radio station?
Fuck, I don't know.
Glad I honestly don't know. I think.
You can ask them,
right? I'll ask them. I'll come back to you.
Come back to me on it. Send me a text, we'll put it in the next one.
Burger text me there, lad.
What are you at, Burger? No, we fucking, is there anything coming up now in the pipeline, any gigs in, like, close at hand, like, in the next couple of months or weeks, or are you just staying to the producing at the minute?
Well, lads, just for Christmas there, it's more kind of bars now. Do you know what I mean? Because, I just kind of like doing it, so I don't really mind going about. But I'm going to the Thirsty Bird or Tipsy Bird in Cookstown.
Yes,
on Saturday.
That should be a good crack.
I signed a good wee thing with them, so I'll be playing regularly in there now. To kind of build me up to play in time and Clubland up there. And then Paul, he does like the bookings in Thirsty J's in Cookstown as well, so he's got me in there over Christmas. I was in there New Year's Eve and Boxing Day, and
that's good, man.
Mad, like, you know what I mean? It's better than at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, if it's weird going from like a club to a bar. Do you know what I mean? Because you're going in, like, it was a big learning curve. Like, the first night I went in, I was like fucking throwing all this heavy techno on. I was like, Jesus Christ, there's a bar here. Like, do you know what I mean? There's people in here with their waves and shit.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
have to keep it between the hedges.
The whole place going clean mad. I was like, Jesus Christ. Pillars and all came in too.
Oh,
like,
did they? Oh, fuck.
The place was getting wrecked. Like, I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna give her hell for that. Like,
that's what you're fucking right.
I know, lad. Like, I just always like going out and kind of. Like, I really do get annoyed. See, if I think I've played bad, like, I really do beat myself up about it. Like,
you get like a, but
like, I'll sit, like, the last time I was in a Muse, fucking, you don't even tell you. Like, I sat in the corner and beat myself up for about half an hour, because I was like, fuck this here, that was shite and all. Because I pure overthink, thinking people was going to be like,
lad, do you know what? The only thing that I can tell you there is that I used to do that as well, but the best thing to do is just remember, half the people listening to you are fucking pissed. Do you know what I mean? And I used to get really annoyed if I missed a beat or an intro or a stop, and I played on and then stopped the bar after. They don't fucking know.
Yep.
Know what I mean? Like,
I know, lad. That's like seeing a wee fuck up you make.
Well, Hayden might have known. Like, you know, if I had missed a drum, he'd have known the wee shit. Like.
See when you go in the clubs, like, I'm not joking. The people you actually have to impress is the, like, other DJs and the people that run the club, because they're the ones that's actually listening to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, really.
Your peers, man.
Yeah. Like, you'll go back and DJs will always ask, well, how did you think my set was and all blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I hate being like being friendly. You know, people are like, oh, you were good, lad. I like just being told straight. You know what I mean? Like,
but you're maybe that paranoid, so you fucking maybe boys are telling you were good, and you're going, that bastard's lying.
Fuck.
That biker's a lying cunt. That's pure shit. Did you? I missed that drop here. Sit in the corner and fucking cry, man.
I don't know. Fucking, I'm just a wee head melter. Like,
nah, don't do that to yourself. Like, at the end of the day, it's supposed to be the best advice, man, I can give you is just don't give a fuck. Like, I see, whenever I stopped giving a fuck about what, like, and I had people coming to watch me and that were better drummers than me, and fucking, you know, that's intimidating. Like, it is intimidating, and then at the end up, I just thought, you know what, who gives a fuck? Just put it on a good show, man, and fucking go for it. Like, if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean?
That's the best way, lad.
Like, not everybody's gonna like your stuff. You know what I mean? Like some of my songs, I didn't like them. You know what I mean? But the other boys liked them. So I had to play them.
Man, fucking seeing SoundCloud, I released at the start, like when I started producing, I released an EP just independently,
Right.
It's like extended play, it's like a short album,
Yeah.
And I made the song called like Back to Old School, and it is fucking shite, like.
Right.
I'm not like, I hate it, like,
Aye.
but I only keep it on my SoundCloud because it has like 100,000 like plays. Do you know what I mean?
Jesus.
Shit load of plays, like.
Fucking hell.
And I was like, how does like, and see stuff that I think is really really good, it doesn't have as much plays, and I'm like,
yeah.
it's weird, like how it works that way. Like you think, fuck, you've made a really professional sounding song here, sounds unreal. Like that one is, fuck, it's bad. It's just a basic kick, basic hat.
Yeah.
The shittest melody ever. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it just, that's it.
Well, that's the same as this here. Carry on. Like I would always, like, if I have really really good crack. Like there was an episode I done with Gary McKee. It's called Yiwa, and see at the end of it, like at the end of it, we play this game. At the end of it, and it's funny as fuck. I still laugh at it like this day, but it didn't do as well as his first one. Do you know what I mean? Like, and there's ones on there that I thought that's definitely going to get half decent views and shares. Like, and see the people that do like my stuff and subscribe and share it, they're fucking legends. Cause like this is fucking hard, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is hard to get. Like, music is okay. Like people listen to music. Like, not everybody wants to sit down and watch podcasts. People, you know what I mean? But like, I'm grateful now that the sponsors and stuff are starting to roll in. You know, cause this, like, it helps us pay for all this. Like I was saying earlier, like some of that equipment and stuff broke, and
I say it's not cheap, like.
And
then, I mean, like, this mic doesn't even, like, that's why I don't want to touch it too much, because I'm fucking bragging, like.
No, it's alright. Them there weren't that bad, like, but that's like, just the other shit, the cameras, and like, I know they're just the way they are, but them fucking lights, and but it is what it is, man. This here was at the start of lockdown, man. And
fair play to you, lads. Not a lot of people around here is doing this stuff like us, like, do you know what I mean?
Cheers, man. My woman, she says to me, like, she sat in like a party we were having and over in her old house, and before me and her got a house together, and she was all like, fucking listening to me and my mates, like, and she says, "You are funny as fuck. You should do something like that there. It'd be funny." And then she could sort of planted the seed, you know what I mean? And I was thinking to myself, fuck, maybe I could do this here. And then I ended up just getting really rid off one night, and and I got me like my first COVID check from work. You know, whenever they fucking they furloughed everybody, and you didn't have to work for it. And I thought, free money, lying on my hole. I ordered all this shit for free. Woke up the next morning.
Cheers, Boris, lad.
Thank you, you prick. and then woke up the next morning. Them bastards all partying. You know what I mean? Flat to the mat.
Wankers, how?
Even whenever we couldn't go and see our families and stuff like that, them boys were in the Downing Street fucking. Do you hear the thing that on the toilets they found traces of cocaine in the toilets?
Oh, lad, I say they're fucking partying flat.
Boris Johnson is flat to the mat. And then they're all fucking, if you seen it, it was the Telegraph, like the actual Telegraph put this up. Like, it was the rules and regulations at the time of what we had to do, like, weren't allowed outside, weren't allowed to do this here. And then on the other side was the dates that they partied. It was the 16th, 17th, 18th.
Probably the dates that they put this all shit in.
Aye. The 19th of December, they didn't, the 20th, they missed the 20th for some mad reason, and then some other cunt was leaving. That boy was having an affair. You know, the boy was caught banging his secretary or something.
Dirty bastard.
That cunt, right? And then he left, and they had a fucking leaving party for him, and there was loads of them. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna tag you on Facebook, fucking Boris, you prick.
You should. Yep. He looks like he cuts his own hair there.
Lad, fuck, he annoys me. He's lifted all the restrictions now in England.
And he won't lift them here.
But that's what I think, lads. He's trying to get in the people's thing because he was caught partying. Like.
Yeah.
The wanker, lad.
Well, I don't know, but it doesn't. We're just the ants, the bottom of the anthill, man. It doesn't really matter what we say, but they'll do whatever they want. Like, but it just goes to show you that it's bullshit.
Lad, see if you want to get on with your life. That's what I say to my man all the time. Turn off the fucking news.
Exactly.
Just get on, because they're doing the exact same thing that you're doing. I listen to fuck all the TV.
I don't listen to. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to it. I do watch Russell Brand's podcast on YouTube. I watch he is putting out some amazing material at the minute, man. It's funny as fuck too. But like he does it in like a funny way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he'll talk about mad situations you know what's going on at the minute, and then he'll just be like fucking rip them to shreds. You know what I mean? Like,
I just tear into them.
Like, these boys here are, you know, we're out partying. So he's a funny man, sir. But we will. I can wrap her there, kid. And if you want to look in that camera, give everybody your tags, let them know what's coming in the future, and we'll be out.
This is Brady on Instagram, Brady on SoundCloud, Brady on Spotify, Brady on Facebook.
Brady on Facebook.
All capital letters, by the way.
Right. Brady official.
This is Brady official. I had to do that because you can just put Brady on Instagram.
Brady bunch.
Before people sits and says, "Who do you think you are, fucking celebrity or something?"
Well, here, it's been a pleasure having you, kid.
It's been a pleasure being on, kid.
And I wish you all the best with your music career, and I hope to be hearing your tracks played very, very soon.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, brother. Cheers, kid. That's us out, everybody. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Brady for coming on. No, it was he nearly didn't make it, but he was the first one to reach out to come on the show. So if anybody else wants to reach out and come on the show, it'll be great to have you on. Just send Corvo Media a message on Instagram, or we'll put the email at the bottom for the podcast, and you can send emails or whatever. But thanks to everybody last year as well that bought merch. I just want to plug that. It was a great help, and like I say, fixing shit that was broke. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy this one. I know I did. Like and subscribe, and that's me out. Peace.